Okay, very nice. Hi.
Hello.
Good evening to you. In your place, it's still afternoon, isn't it?
Here, no.
What time is it in Portugal?
Inês, can you speak, please?
It's 6 p.m.
At 6. Here
6
is
p.m.
Inês, you can start, please.
Okay, so first of all, hi everyone. I'm gonna start by presenting myself. I'm Inês. I'm 15 years old. I'm in 9th grade, and I'm one of the students who worked in this project and who studied in the story and who had the pleasure to talk to her and learn more about her story.
Yeah. What exactly was the project about? It was about the Holocaust, or it was about my story, or what? What was the project?
It was about the Holocaust. So the idea was to learn stories of people who
were there.
Yes. So this year's theme was music and the Holocaust, and we had two groups: one who studied Brundibar, and the other one the Auschwitz Women's Orchestra. And we studied Brundibar, and we started getting in contact with Hannelore Brenner, who did the Room 28 project.
Yeah, I talked with
then
him.
we got in contact with you.
Hannelore told me yesterday that she will be very, very grateful if you send her something from this Zoom. Did you hear me?
Yes,
No, sorry.
We'll send her. We will send her.
Okay, good. Because I talked with her yesterday evening.
The other students can present themselves, please.
Hi, I'm Inês. I'm 14 years old, and I decided to join this project because I wanted to learn more about the Holocaust.
Hello, my name is Afonso. I am 15 years old. I joined the Projeto N.O.M.E.S because I liked the idea and what I was going to learn and do.
Good.
Bianca, do you want to meet yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Bianca. I'm 14 years old. I joined the project because I also wanted to learn more about the Holocaust, and I didn't work your story, but I worked with Michael's Grunbaum story.
So you are so many nice young people talking to me. I am 88 years old, a little bit older than you, just a little bit. But I enjoyed very much this time of this ping pong questions and answers for long months which we had together. I must say that, my breath is not so good, so I speak a little bit not fluently, so you have to pardon me because my lungs are not so good anymore.
It's okay.
It's okay. We understand each other, and that's the important part.
Okay.
Okay, so now maybe, as I was saying, we got to Handa through Hannelore Brenner, who worked on the Room 28 project, exploring and learning more about the lives of the girls who lived in Room 28 in the Terezín concentration camp. And and that's it. So it was really a pleasure to be able to talk to Handa, and because she's a strong woman, and she's really, really kind, and she was so kind to us, and she always answered all of our questions, and there were a lot, let me tell you. We asked her a lot of questions, and she was always super nice to us. So thank you for that.
Okay.
So
I say I also enjoyed this time.
okay, so now maybe, I don't know, we'll show the website, or we ask her some questions first.
Yeah, what you made from it?
Yes,
That was
show the website, Inês, please.
good.
Okay. Oops. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, so I see you have here all my pictures since I was a girl. Those which I sent you.
Yes.
Yes. So we have your story here from the interviews the questions from the interview we did with you.
Inês, can you tell the other persons what are we seeing?
Okay, so here in this photo.
Yes.
Okay, so here is Handa.
This one in the black coat. It's me. This one.
In 1935, in her farm in the land she grew up in.
What country? Inês.
It was in Czechoslovakia.
Yes.
In Czechoslovakia, in a village named Olbramovice.
Yes. And those are
parents.
Handa's parents.
And this is my mom, my grandmother, this is me, and this is my grandmother in the middle. The grandmother of my mother. 4 generations. And as you see, I always liked animals, so here I'm with them, with a giant cat, my niece. And this is a picture, in the village, there was a school, there were not so many children, so in every class, there were always 2 classes with 1 teacher. So he was teaching us in the way that half an hour he was working, let's say, with the first grade, and the other one had to make some homework, and then he changed and was teaching the other side, and we had to make some homework. And this is me, this one here.
Here?
Can you see? The one with the white coat here, with the white cloth. Yeah, this one. And this is...
Here you are again.
Yeah, here I was, I think, 9 years old. It was we all still were in Prague. And my mom took me to a photographer and made me such a beautiful picture. And this is something you sent me, some document. Yeah, which I didn't know that they exist, of course, at all.
These documents are about your mother, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
And yes?
How did you find these things?
Inês, where?
It was in the United States Holocaust Monumental Museum.
Memorial Museum. In the database of Holocaust documents of this museum, we found some documents about your mother. These are the documents about the Aryanization of her properties. She lost everything for the Nazis. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So I am very grateful that you found me this.
And yes, Inês.
Now these are also documents from your mother. This is a request of immigration to Shanghai.
Yeah. And this is all the Polak. You know, there were so many Polacks in the Czech Republic, in Czechoslovakia, because probably all the Jews who immigrated to Czechoslovakia from Poland, because in Czech, Polak means a Pole, a Polish. So probably all these who came from Poland were called Pollak. That's why there were so many in Czechoslovakia.
These documents, Handa, these documents are from the Lodz ghetto, where your mother probably died. Yes.
Yeah, in Lodz.
In Lodz.
My mother in Lodz.
You don't know anything about what happened to her.
I know she was deported to Poland to Ghetto Lodge, and from there I don't know anything anymore.
Yes, we don't find anything more, just these lists in Lodz.
Yeah, you know, all my life, if I find someone who was also in Ghetto Lodge, I always ask them, maybe someone knew her and someone knew where and when she died. But no one, I didn't find anyone. And so I said, I suppose from now it's already lost, because now all the people who I could talk to, they probably already are don't live anymore.
Yes. We just know that she was in October 1941 in Lodz, and nothing more.
Nothing more.
Nothing more. Please continue, Inês.
Yeah, this is my father.
And your father was deported to Terezín, yes?
Yeah, he was deported. That was, there were two transports of young men who were supposed to come to Terezín and to change the small city to a ghetto,
Yes.
to build these 3 stories beds everywhere in every place, so that they can bring to Terezín all the Jews from Central Europe.
Your father was sent in the first transport to yes, to fill the ghetto, yes?
Yeah, in December of 41.
Yes.
Yeah, this is
This is a map of Terezín, and here's the location of
yeah, this
the
is
building.
110, that's the place where we have lived. The Czech-speaking girls. This one, yeah. Yeah, and the arrow is okay. It's exactly this.
In the first window, yes?
Yeah, the third and fourth, we had 2 windows.
Mm-hmm.
The third and fourth.
Third and fourth?
Room 20 or 28, yeah.
Yes. Did you go there after the war?
Yeah, many times with my family even. Not only with my family. Sometimes I went there just with young people who wanted me to show them around with German youth and with Czech youth. And I was there when they played the Brunyi bar there in the same place where we used to play it during the war. So I was also there. But then I took my family also to show them around in Terezín. So I was there many times.
Many times there?
What?
Did you go many times to Terezín?
I was there many times. But then there were some people who wanted me to go also to Auschwitz, and that I said, then I don't go. I have such terrible memories over there, I don't go. But to Terezín, I had really bad memories, but also good memories of friends and of life with a room 28. So
You don't go to Auschwitz?
No,
No.
I don't go. I didn't go. I didn't want to go there once more. I was there once. It was enough for me.
You spent only 1 week in Auschwitz?
What?
You spent only 1 week in Auschwitz.
1 week in Auschwitz, and it was enough for me for all my life.
It was very difficult to you?
It was very difficult. It was terrifying. You know, this was a place you never knew if you come out from there alive. It was really, really a terrible place. Cold and frightening, and all the fears which you all can think about were in Auschwitz.
Mm-hmm.
Like the beginning was so bad because we didn't know where we go. From Terezín, the Germans didn't want to tell us where we go. They said we go to the east. Like we thought it will be a labor camp or something like this. We never thought that it will be an extermination camp.
Yeah.
And then we came there and we were told to take all our clothes off, and we were shaved of all the body. And then it was, we felt we had to make cold shower, and there were no towels and no decent clothes. And in October in Poland is very, very cold. So it was really a very, very tough week. And we also didn't get any food, only a little bit of some soup every day. And we asked, why don't we get bread? And they said, because you go to work in a week. So a week, who stays less than a week, less than a month, doesn't get any bread. So
Inês,
it was really a week.
Can you continue? We spent to Auschwitz, but
yeah, these were the girls who were with me in room 28. Helga,
in Terezín.
in Terezín, yeah. Helga, the one who is next to me, she lives in Vienna, and I'm in contact with her all the time. And the one on the right side down, Evelina Merova, she lives in Prague, and I talked to her last week, and all the rest don't live anymore. And this is Stella, my stepmother, whom my father married in Terezín. And with whom I stayed all the time during the Holocaust, and I came back with her to Prague after the war.
Inês, can you ask the doubt we have?
What?
We didn't know if Ella went with you to Israel.
When I went to Israel?
Yes.
Tell
19
her go with you to Israel.
But I came later. I came to Israel in March 49, and she came with her father 3 months after me.
Okay. Handa, can I ask you how it was possible live in a concentration camp? Your father fall in love with Ella and marry in a concentration camp.
Yeah, it was not a concentration camp, it was a ghetto.
The ghetto.
There was,
It's different.
yeah, it's different, yeah. You know, she was the lady who was in charge of our room 28. She was a teacher, so taking care of us. And my father came to visit me very often, and they fell in love. And as my parents were divorced for many years, so he married her. So it was not really a marriage. There was the rabbi of Terezín. He signed that they are married now, and he made it because he had in Terezín a job which protected him from transport to Auschwitz. And as I was his daughter, I was protected through him. And he wanted Ella also to be protected. That's why they married, because otherwise nothing changed in their lives.
Inês, continue.
Yeah, well, this is what I got to my 12th birthday from my friend Pinche.
It's a diary and
A kind of diary, but it's not really a diary. I wrote in this booklet everything which I had to write because, you know, we learned, I told you, I think, that we learned in Terezín, it was forbidden. And we didn't have no paper and no pens or something. So everyone had to look for something with what to write and on what to write. And that's why this was such a treasure for me. And there I wrote what we have learned, and I wrote the poems I wrote, and everything which I had to read, to write, it's inside.
where is the diary now?
In Beit Terezín, there is a place which is called here in Israel, which is called Beit Terezín, and there is an exhibition, and it is there in the exhibition. And they also made a kind of copy of it for me, like a book, which is in translation in English and Hebrew.
In Inês, I think it's the next the next.
I am not sure if you can see it. If I will, yeah, this one. This is the one. That is what it looks like.
It's a modern version of your diary, yes?
Yeah, but it's exactly the text, exactly the text which I have written there, but it's in translation to Hebrew and to English so that people can read it.
Okay. But it's in it was made in Israel.
What? This is made in Israel, yeah?
Israel, okay.
Yes. My daughter-in-law, she made it. This is something I wrote to a diary to a friend of mine. And this is a Maagal, this is our flag. Did you hear the story about the flag?
Can you tell us?
Yeah. We decided to have a flag for our room, which was called Maagal. Maagal is a circle, like you can see here, because circle is something complete, something which has no end and no beginning. So we thought it's something like some perfection. And after then, as we went to Auschwitz, there were 4 girls who remained in Terezín till the end. And they decided that each of them takes quarter of the flag with her home, and as we meet after the war, they will sew it together again, and then we will have the flag.
The flag was I don't know how to say cut it.
It was made in Terezín.
Yes.
One of the mothers of the girls of room 28, she made it from an old sheet.
Mm-hmm. But the flag survived the war. The original.
Yeah, it survived with the girls who remained in Terezín, who remained there till the end of the war. And so each of the 4 took 1/4 of the flag, and they decided to, as we meet again after the war, they will put it together again, but only one kept it till the end, which is the one here on the side.
Okay.
This is the one.
Only one girl conserved the flag. Yes.
Only one kept it till the end. The 3 others, they lost it, their quarters. That's why it is different, this quarter, which remained from Terezín. The rest, someone made it after. Okay. I knew.
Now, who is this, Handa?
Who is this?
Who is this?
I must say that I am not
Inês.
sure.
Inês or...
they say it could be Karel Anschel, but it's not Karel Anschel.
No.
Karel Anschel, my uncle.
It's Ankrasa.
Yeah, but it's not him. It's one of the other musicians, but I don't know whom.
It's the composer of Terezín, of Fundibar. Of Fundibar.
Hans Krasa, the one who wrote the Teze Brundibar.
Yes.
Okay, oh, sure. I didn't recognize him in the first minute. Yeah, it's Hans Krasa.
Yes. And can you tell our audience what was Brundibar?
Brundibar, the name is actually, there is a kind of bee who doesn't make honey, but also it doesn't stick, is not dangerous. It's a very big one, such a round one, makes a lot of noise, like ooh, and that's called Brundibar. And that's how the name became. And the story is a story about, like Brundibar is one who is playing I don't know what you call it in English, playing such a
music box.
A music box, yeah.
Realejo. É tocador de realejo em português.
Yeah, and he is quite an evil man. A story is about 2 children, a brother and a daughter, who lost their father, and the mother is sick, and the mother, they are poor, and the mother sent them, no, and the doctor, whom they called to the mother, sent them to buy, to bring, not to buy, but to bring to the mother a little bit of milk so she can recover quickly. And they go to the market, and they ask the milkman to give them a little bit of milk for the mother, and the milkman says, if you pay me, I will give you. Without money, you don't get anything. And they are very upset, of course, and don't know what to do. And then Brunjibar comes and starts to play his music box, and then the brother says, people are giving him money. So maybe if we sing, people will also give us money so we can buy the milk for our mother. And they start to sing in the market there, and are chased away by Brunjibar. And then they are very, very sad, sitting somewhere, and they fell asleep and didn't know what to do. And at night, 3 animals came and said that in the morning they will help them because they see that they need help. They will go to all the schools in the city and ask the children after class to come and sing together with the brother and the sister a beautiful song, and then they will have money enough for the milk. And that's what happens. And then Brunjibar tries to steal the money away from them, but he's caught by a policeman and put in jail, and there is a big victory song. And this is a picture of the victory song.
Inês, can you ask our doubt about this picture?
What?
You told us that you were in this picture and that we could see a little bit of your forehead, but we're not sure exactly where you are.
Yeah, at the end, here is a piece of forehead. In the last row, this is me.
Try to show Inês.
In this side?
Here, you can see this one.
Left or right side?
For me, it's the right side.
The right side. It's in the other side, Inês.
Here, can you see the arrow which I show you?
No,
Here.
we see your arrow. Please try to see the Inês arrow to try to.
Yeah. Go up with it. Yeah, this is me. The last piece of the last one. This one, yeah. This is me.
Okay.
And on the other side, the tall guy on the other side here, this is the one who gave me this booklet. Up, this one, yeah, this.
Inês, the tall guy.
Yeah.
Is the person who gives the diary?
Yeah, the one who gave me the diary.
Okay.
My birthday. Was my first boyfriend. And
your first boyfriend. What happened to him?
He perished in Auschwitz.
He died in Auschwitz?
What?
He died in Auschwitz.
Yeah, he died in Auschwitz.
Yeah.
It was, I have a story, I don't know if you are interested in it.
You can tell us everything what you want.
A friend of mine who lived in Prague, now she doesn't live anymore, and she had a sister here in our kibbutz, and she usually came to visit the sister, and she also came to me, and we were sitting and having a cup of coffee together. And then one day she told me, you know that Pincha, this guy, he didn't die. He is working for the radio in Prague. I will, next time I come, I will bring you his address. And I was so happy. And then next time she came and I say, no, where is the address? And she said, I am sorry, it was a mistake. There is another guy of the same name, but it's not him.
Oh,
So for me, he died for twice.
yes, I understand. Inês, can you show the little movie about Brundibar? It's stop. It's the Inês. Explain what is this.
No, this is the same, like you have seen before. It's the same scene. Like we are singing the last song, which I always joined in and sung with the children together.
Handa, you in this children opera, you belong to the chorus, yes?
Yeah, I belong to the chorus, and I also studied the role of the dog.
Of the dog, yes.
Of the dog.
Yes.
And once I had the opportunity to sing it, but normally I was in the chorus.
In the chorus. Inês, can you tell us, this is the only clip that exists of this opera, and in what context it was filmed?
So,
you know, there was a film which the Nazis made. It was called Hitler Gives the Jews a Town.
Yes.
And it was part of the film.
This was part of a propaganda film.
Yeah, propaganda film.
Yes.
What is jumping here all the time?
Handa, do you still remember the song?
Yeah, of course. I was singing with them.
Yes, I understand that. This propaganda film was made when the Red Cross visits Terezín.
Exactly. It was made for the Red Cross delegation.
What was the objetivo? Help me.
oh,
What was the goal of this visit from Red Cross?
Yeah, you know, there were rumors in the world that the Germans are killing the Jews, and this was like to show them that it's not good and that it's not true, and how nicely they behave to the Jews. They even gave them a town. This was just propaganda, a big lie, like most of a big bluff.
What they what they made in the ghetto to make this film?
Who made this film?
No. What the Nazis made in the ghetto to make the film, make the film?
What did they beautified the ghetto just for one day. They made all kind of things which were brought there only for one day and were taken away immediately after the delegation left. They just wanted them to get the impression that all what these people in the world say about extermination of Jews is not true. And we were expecting so much of this delegation that they will come and they will not go only where the Germans take them, but they will also have their own program to see, to talk to people and to go to places, but they never did. And at the end, as they gave the final answer, so they said that actually the Jews are not so bad, have not such a bad life in Terezín. It's true that they are not free, but actually they live quite well, because it was like the Nazis, they filled stores which are usually not existing with food, like making people to come in and buy bread and buy things. And then as the delegation passed the place, so it was all taken away from them. And like this, so many blocks, like they went, he took them to a children house of small children, and the children were, before they came, they were instructed to go as they get some sandwiches which they never get before and never get after that. They had to go to him and said, Uncle Ram, he was the commandant of Terezín, why do we have sardines again? But they didn't seek sardines for years. And so it was all bluff, all bluff.
It's a lie.
Yeah, all lie. And we were so disappointed that they didn't look through this bluff, that they didn't see that all this is a big lie what they are showed.
You can't speak freely with the Red Cross delegation.
We couldn't. We were locked in the houses. No one could go out.
Did you play in the Burundi bar for the Red Cross?
What?
Did you play in the Burundi bar opera for the Red Cross?
Yeah, a small piece of it. We were taken to a place which was a real hall, not like the place where we usually played, outside of the ghetto. And we had to play for them a part, this last part, which is the most impressive one, for the delegation. Yeah.
Okay. Inês, can you go back to the... Yes. Okay. These, Inês, can you explain what are these documents?
This is the cartotheque of the central cartotheque of the deportations. Pollakova Hana, it's me.
Yes, for Terezín, and here's your name and Tela.
Yeah.
And this?
Here, I don't know what it is.
It's, can you explain, Inês?
I see
So,
Pollak Ella, and Pollak Hannah, and Pollak, I don't know who else, Carol, Ken. It's, yeah, like it's Stella and me and my father, the names.
Not your father. It's not your father. It's Elga. Elga.
Ah, it's Helga.
Elga.
Okay.
Yes. These are the lists of Flossenburg. The Flossenburg camp. Inês, can you show the name? Because I'm sure I pronounce very bad. You've been there, Handa.
We have not been in Flossenburg, but we were, after Auschwitz, we were sent to Öderan, which was a labor camp, which was part of Flossenburg. Yeah.
Yes, it's a small factory that belongs to the Flossenburg camp.
Yeah, but it's another town. It's not in Flossenburg.
Yes.
Flossenburg,
Yes.
it's another place. We have been there in.
But these documents and these documents are with your name, but
their
the
birth date is wrong.
is wrong. It says 26. And we found some documentation, correspondence with the Arosen archives that are trying to correct this information.
Yeah, okay. All this I have no idea where it came from, because the documentation was made and we had we couldn't reach the documentation at all.
You don't know about this correspondence with the Arosen archives?
No.
It's not. It's not nobody from your family that tried to correct the birthday.
No.
Can you show us the next document, Inês?
If I can show you what?
This is you. This is about you.
This is about me.
Yes.
And we have über die vielen Aufenthalten, Konzentrationslager.
It's the date in Terezín, Auschwitz, and Oderan.
Auschwitz and Öderan, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. These are the places we have been.
And unexpectedly, you returned to Terezín.
What, in Terezín? You asked me how long I was there or what?
No, I'm asking you that you return to Terezín.
Yeah, I returned to Terezín many times after the war.
No. During the war.
Yeah, at the end, because
yes,
as Poland was evacuated, we have been taken. We were supposed to go to another concentration camp, extermination camp, but it was all already in the hands of the Allies. And then after 1 week without food in a train, we arrived back to Terezín, and we were liberated in Terezín.
Yes, that trip in the train 1 week, it must be horrible, terrible.
Yeah, Terezín, as we came back, it was not the same place that we left half a year before. It was a terrible place because it was the only camp which was not yet taken by the Allies.
Mhm.
So all the dead marches and all the transports from all the other camps came here, and so it was very crowded, and there were people very sick. There was a typhoid, and there were different diseases, and it was full with lice and full with starving people. It was a terrible place. There is the same Terezín which we left half a year before, which was
Mhm.
completely different.
Inês, continue.
Yeah, this is my husband, Chaim. And these are our three children, and the big one, yeah, and this is this is from the school, from the gymnasium in Prague. And this is me and my cousin in Tel Aviv, and this is where I learned for a year. This is me with one of the children we took care of. And this is my husband. And this is my little daughter, who is now 55 years old. And this is my family. Some years ago, as we were in Terezín
In
together.
2018.
Yeah. Me in the middle, and my daughter, and my son, and my grandchildren, and a relative who came with us from Poland, who lives in Poland usually now, and we visited Terezín. And we went on the stage where we used to perform the Brundibar during the war.
It's the real original stage.
No, I don't know if it's original or if they have done it, copied it later, because I don't think it could survive so much. But it looks the same like it looked there.
Then, and backwards, it's the Inês, como é que se diz cenário?
Who is the man on the side here?
The picture beside you, it's from the play. It's from the opera.
Yeah, this is a place of the opera. This was the original stage.
Okay.
Did you go to room 28?
What?
Did you go to room 28?
In this
Your family?
We couldn't go to room 28 because the house now, people are living there, and
Okay.
like people come to Terezín to show their families where they have been in during the war, and people don't like it that someone should come and enter their home and show that there was a children's house during the war, the time of the war. So they just locked the house. We couldn't go in.
So a part of the ghetto is now occupied with families.
Now it's not occupied. It became a normal town again.
It's a normal town.
It is a town. Always was a town.
Yes, I know.
So now people are still again living there as normally, but there are 2 museums.
Yes.
For the ghetto.
And the buildings are occupied.
The buildings, yeah, the people are living there in the buildings.
Inês, can you? Okay. just show to Handa a picture from Michael, if she knows him. We other group built the story of Michael Grunbaum that also played in Brundibar. And I just want you to see a picture of him if you recognize him in
Show me the picture, I don't know.
yes, we are trying. Inês, uma fotografia mais próxima dele, talvez do final da guerra. No, mais. It's him now.
Let's all see looking. And where does he live?
He's from Bianca. Michael is from?
Yeah, I don't remember him.
No?
But no, don't remember him. He probably also doesn't remember me.
Okay. I think he's from Prague.
Yes, this is from Prague. He's from Prague.
Yes.
From Prague. Yeah. He's with his mom or something.
Because he played also with you.
Right.
He played also with you in the opera. At
And
this
he
time.
was, I think, 1 year older than you.
He was called then Misha.
Misha, yeah. I see that he's written Misha.
But you don't remember him.
I don't remember him, no.
Okay.
We were singing there, so I don't remember them all by now.
Yes. Inês, you can stop sharing. Yes. And now, and you can see all the people that are in this conference.
All of you, it's so nice to see you.
I don't know if someone wants to ask you a question.
Okay, I am here. I can answer if someone wants to ask something. No problem.
Someone? No one wants to ask anything?
Hello, nice to meet you. How was it possible for you to go to Auschwitz if your family was protected by your father's work? How come did you end up in Auschwitz?
As this I can answer you. He was protected as long as the Nazis needed Terezín as a camp where they could show people how good it is there. But as at the end of 44, as they knew already they are losing the war, they just wanted to send everyone away to the extermination camps and to kill as many Jews as they could. So then no one was protected anymore. And that's where my father was deported in September, and me and Tela, we were deported on October 44 to Auschwitz. That's how it came, because they already knew that the war is lost and that there was no reason to keep Terezín.
And what happened to your father? And you just know after the war, yes?
What happened to my father?
Yes.
My father was deported from Auschwitz to Dachau, to one of the very, very terrible labor camps of Dachau, was called Kaufering. And there he became sick. He got typhus, and recovered from the typhus and told his friend that he knows that if he is in such a condition that he is only bones and skin, he was sure that his daughter and his wife don't live, so he has no reason to try to stay alive, and he died 1 month before the end of the war, there in Kaufering.
Because he has no hope.
Because he felt that he has no hope. I am so sorry that he didn't try to stay alive, because he was such a wonderful person and he was still a young man.
Someone else who wants to ask a question to Handa?
I'm gonna ask you something. How does it feel to tell your story nowadays, like you did with us, to a group of young people who are interested in learning about the Holocaust, and how does it feel?
How it feels very well, very good, because I think, because we are the last people who you can really ask the questions which no one can answer you after we are not here anymore. We are the people, the last people who really were there in the Holocaust. And I think it's our duty to tell the story and to hope that you young people will do your best to prevent that such things can ever happen. Unfortunately, terrible things happen all the time, but I still hope that maybe you make some efforts to make the world a better place. That's why I thought tell the story all my life. It's not easy, but I do it because I think it's my duty. It's okay? My answer is okay for you?
It is. I think it's a beautiful thing that you still tell your story, and you know, as I said, you were exchanging emails with us for nearly 6 months. So thank you very much for that.
Okay, I thank you also for all your questions and of being so kind to me. I really enjoyed it, and I also enjoyed very much this Zoom, and I wish you all the best and wish the world really to be led by young people who have good intentions and try to make it better.
And we thank you very, very much. We are privileged to talk to you. It's been a wonderful and sad project because the story is sad, but it was a privilege to these students to talk to you and write to you and rebuild your story from your testimony. It's been, I think, Afonso, can you say something to Handa?
You are asking me to tell you something?
No, I want the three, and not only Inês, that the three that made your story to tell what means to them to you. Inês Pinheiro.
I really like this conversation because I learned a lot more, and it was really nice to talk to you.
Afonso?
If it wouldn't be for the Corona time, I would say I would like to invite you to come and visit me.
Oh, where do you live in Israel, Handa? Where?
I live in a kibbutz. You know what is a kibbutz?
Yes, a kibbutz,
Yeah.
yes.
Near to Haifa. Near to Haifa.
In Haifa?
Yeah,
Yes.
near to the sea, a very beautiful place.
Okay. I only been in Jerusalem in Yad Vashem.
I was in, we went several times to Yad Vashem, but you
Yes.
know, I prefer the way of Beit Terezín, which is another museum of Holocaust for the Terezín survivors. Because in Yad Vashem, they used always to talk about the millions, and no one can really understand if you are talking always about the masses of people. But in Beit Terezín, they used from the beginning to talk, to say private stories, like my story, like other people's story. And this is something which you can understand.
Yeah.
And I think in the last years, Yad Vashem also learned this technique, and now
Yes,
they do it better.
they are using that philosophy now.
So many since they started like this. Usually they were talking always about the 6 millions.
Yes.
And no one can get somehow involved with 6 millions. You can get involved with the person which you can see, which you can talk to, which you can see his picture and hear his story. Okay.
Afonso, do you want to talk something to?
Yes, I did like to say it was great talking to Handa and learning more about her.
Okay. Bianca?
Hi, and I didn't work with your story, but I really enjoyed talking to you right now, and it was a great pleasure to meet you. Thank you for talking to us.
Okay. So thank you for
Luciana,
being with me.
Luciana, it's also a student.
Yes, hi. I think that it was very nice to talk to you, and that's it.
Good.
And the teachers who are in the video don't want to say anything to Handa.
Can I say just a little thing? I want to thank Handa for his kindness, her generosity, and thank you her for sharing her story and helping us to understand the Holocaust, knowing people. And thank you also for inviting me for this meeting, Sandra.
It was a pleasure. Anybody else?
Hello, my name is Vasco. I enjoyed very much this meeting. I'd like to thank you also my colleague Sandra and my colleagues from school and students. But above all, I want to thank you because you are a survivor of the camp. And I liked very much your perspective of a personal story and now the other vision that we have, that the Holocaust of a mass murder of 6 million. I very much appreciate this perspective of a personal history. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nobody else wants to speak? So,
I would say it was an honor for us to hear you, Handa, and that I think we expect that your job, if we can call it a job in between commas, that is to maintain alive your story and story of all of those who suffered like you, that story can remain for many years from now. Thank you, and thank you, Sandra, for having invited me to be here.
And we are saying goodbye. Thank you very much. If it wasn't the corona, you can come here too, or as to Israel.
Yeah, I will not. For me to travel to Portugal is too much now in my age, in my young age. But for you, it's not so difficult to come to Israel if the corona is over. If I am still alive, so you are most invited to come to see me.
We'll try. Thank you very much once again. It was an honor.
It was so nice to see you and hear your voices.
To us was also a privilege. Thank you.
Okay, so bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.